Hell yeah, motherfucker.
Holy shit, welcome to the show, everybody. It's Movies with Ron. I'm Chris, your MC for the time being. Here with me is Rick, our sound engineer.
How's it going?
And next to him, it's Ron.
Hey, guys.
You guys excited?
Fuck yeah.
Episode 16. All right. Can I say something about Blair Witch?
Yeah.
People have been talking online. They think the Blair Witch is an alien, an extraterrestrial.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like pretending to be a ghostly haunting thing, but it's really just an alien.
That's dumb.
You think?
Yes.
I thought it would be a good idea. Because then you could have more sequels that would be more and more sci-fi-ish.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
At that point, though, it's no longer has the spirit of the franchise, though. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
You think?
Sure. You know what? Why not?
I don't think the spirit is something to like savor because no one can get it right.
I'll give you that.
But there's never been a sci-fi found footage, so whoever does that.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
A chick kind of like drooling and crying into a camera on the mothership. What do I do?
Hey, you know what I saw?
Nope.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You know what, though? That movie, when the movie starts out till the end, the score for that movie is the best score I've ever heard since something like RoboCop.
Really?
Yeah. Like, they tried to go all out, and the score carries the movie. And it makes it fucking epic and urban and just, ugh.
Is it worth mentioning who did it, or?
I don't know who did it, but whoever did, they're not getting enough credit.
Fuck yeah.
And it went to waste. And I just wanted to say, you did a good job.
Hell yeah. Whoever you are, congratulations.
So that leads me into my recommendation. Because I was watching it, and everyone wants the original first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from 1990.
Yeah.
Yeah. We saw it when we were kids. It was fucking mind-blowing. And at the time, and this was before Blair Witch, it was the most successful in terms of budget versus profit of an independent film.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. And it was independently financed, and it was New Line Cinema that distributed it. And at that time, the only thing New Line had was Nightmare on Elm Street movies.
Yeah.
And they became really big. And what I was thinking about was the original Ninja Turtles. Now, I'm not going to talk about the second one, The Secret of the Ooze, or the third one where they go back in fucking time.
Yeah. Turtles in Time.
The first TMNT is the closest you'll get to a live-action Pixar movie.
Yeah, okay.
Now, hear me out. It's just like those carefully made films. It's made for kids, but it totally appeals to everybody. And it has that, like, sweet, family-friendly darkness to it that Pixar kind of teeter-totters really well.
Explain.
Just because the movie's really violent, and it's very shadowy, and a lot of that movie takes place at night. But it's still just... It still pulls its punches in a careful way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
It's heavy on character. There's actual conversations in that movie. You've got Raphael has his own scene with Casey Jones, and it's all... They're fighting, but that's a conversation going on.
Oh, yeah.
That's real writing and real filmmaking. I know I'm biased because I saw it when I was a kid, and it was special to me, but...
No, that was a great scene.
Yeah.
Cricket? You gotta know what a crumpet is to play cricket.
There's deep truths to that film. And when, who gets the shit beat out of him? It's Leonardo, right?
No, man, it's
Raphael. You're seeing him get the shit beat out of him, and you feel something. You don't feel that in TMNT Out of the Shadows.
Right.
And there are no conversations in that movie. You've got at best 10 seconds of people talking before there's movement and there's fighting, and it's a giant cartoon mesh of vomit.
Damn, dude. I mean, the previews, they had like Bebop and Rocksteady and shit.
Oh, yeah.
That's what got us all like raising our eyebrow at it.
Now, with that one, they did a good job because what they really wanted to do was carry stuff over from the cartoon, which is where it kind of all started mainstream-wise. The original 1990 movie actually takes so much from the comics.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like, let's see. When they go to the farm, that's in the comics.
All right.
You wouldn't expect that, but they go to a fucking farm in the comics and in the original 1990 movie. And it's like, it's a sequence of like internal reflection.
Oh, yeah.
And shit's going on. You can see that shit in that fucking Avengers movie. They go to a fucking farm.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like they even
Donatello's wearing a straw hat and shit.
Yeah, and he's like helping Casey Jones fix the truck. This is like
they fix a fucking truck.
I know.
In Avengers, don't they? They fix a tractor.
Do they?
Yeah. It's like what's his name? Robert Downey Iron Man. I know this. He's staring at a tractor and he's like, "Hello, dear." Like,
yeah.
Fucking seriously.
He's out there like chopping wood. Captain America.
And the 1990 version of Ninja Turtles has Sam Rockwell in it.
Yeah, it does.
Who was he? He's that guy. He's like, the cops come in and everyone's like, "What's going on here?" And like, Sam Rockwell steps up and he's like, "Hey, I was a fucking hoodlum, but I'm willing to talk to you." And that was his like 5 seconds in the movie.
He had another moment in the like when they first showed that Pleasure Island fucking warehouse that all the kids would go and have fun at and shit, and then in the back rooms they would train to be fucking foot soldiers. Okay, there's this scene.
A regular.
Yep, that was him.
Okay.
Regular or mental?
Jim Henson did the Ninja Turtles in that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. And those guys acting in the suits, all the helmets, the heads of the turtles had all this machinery in it. And when they would put the helmets on, all they would hear is... But, that's my recommendation. Go see the 1990 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I can't believe I have to say this, and it seems selfish that it was so special to me, but this day and age, people haven't seen that movie. I have to recommend it.
Hell yeah, man. No school like the old school.
All right, guys.
What's up?
I want to play another game. Did I sound like Jigsaw?
Sure.
All right. Here's the game. Combine the titles of two movies into one title, then pitch the combined movie. All right, here's an example. Old Boy in the Striped Pajamas. Okay, so you've got Old Boy and the Boy in the Striped Pajamas. Or you've got...
Sounds like a happy one.
Nazis and incest. All right, here's another. Hardcore Regarding Henry. All right, Hardcore Henry and Regarding Henry. And we got to pitch that. Can we pitch that real quick for these people?
Do it.
Give them an example. So Regarding Henry is like Harrison Ford. He's a lawyer, and but you're seeing through his eyes the whole fucking movie. And he gets shot in the head by John Leguizamo. You remember John Leguizamo?
Yeah.
Apparently he gets hate mail for that. He was in like 10 seconds of that movie. But that was Harrison Ford at his peak. But he's in a hospital, so you see him from his point of view in the hospital bed, and there's that the physical therapist, that guy, and he's like helping him walk.
Yeah.
Fucking he puts the hot sauce in the eggs.
Uh-huh.
So you see through his eyes as you eat the eggs. And it's intense. It's cutting edge filmmaking here.
Yeah.
Right? And he's like, just say something, man. Ritz. All right? So it's like you're seeing through his eyes, and it's like you're saying Ritz.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he's like, fucking, get this guy some Ritz crackers. But then we got to throw in some Hardcore Henry in there. So it turns out that he wasn't a lawyer. He's a sleeper agent. and he knows how to use guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he like doesn't know anything, but then he starts killing criminals and shit. Fucking, and then his old boss from the lawyer firm, Aiken,
Yeah.
some blonde Swedish guy who has fucking telepathic powers and who is secretly sleeping with his wife, which happened in Regarding Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah. See how we tie those two together? All right. So, hardcore Regarding Henry. There we go.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. We're going to play that after the recap. Ron,
Yes.
what'd you go see?
I went to see The Magnificent Seven.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man.
All right. Cool.
Oh, yeah. Dude, it was good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Chris Pratt, Denzel Washington,
Hell yeah.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Surprised me. Like I was not expecting much. I was like, oh, okay, bunch of famous guys, getting together and then phoning it in.
Yeah.
That'd probably be what it is, right? They all did really good.
All right. Sweet. See any good previews?
Let's see here. Saw a preview to Jack Reacher, Never Go Back.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, man, looks good. Okay, then I saw another preview to a movie that's about these, I guess, Mexicans that are crossing the border, and they get over into the U.S., and they're walking across the desert, and then they're getting terrorized and picked off by this, like, crazy American guy with a rifle, and he is played by the dude who plays Negan in The Walking Dead.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, looked pretty good, man.
All right.
And, he gets a whole bunch of them, and there's only 3 left, and he's, like, stalking them and shit, and he's got this big dog. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks pretty harrowing. Looks good.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
All right. Another preview for that movie Split. Everybody's talking about it. I am still not playing ball.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't think that movie's going to be much. Noticed that Anya Taylor-Joy, I think that's the main girl in that movie. Same chick from The Witch, and then who played Morgan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think that's her.
All right.
And I saw a big cool preview to Assassin's Creed. As always, looks great.
Yeah.
Then there's this other comedy called Fist Fight, and it's Ice Cube and Charlie Day are teachers at a fucking high school, and they end up, Ice Cube challenges Charlie to a fucking fight, like after school.
Yeah.
And then like word gets around and shit, and it looks funny as hell. Then saw a preview to Underworld Blood Wars. Now, I have not really been a big fan of these Underworld movies. I saw the first one, I liked it, bought the soundtrack, it's a great soundtrack. And after that, I just kind of, didn't really like them much. You know what? This one looks good.
They keep trying to make it into some kind of franchise.
Yeah. It's like 7 movies later, and they're still trying to make it a franchise.
Is it Kate Beckinsale?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's back.
Okay. All right.
And then there was, the last one was a movie it's a sci-fi movie. It's got Chris Pratt, and then the chick from The Hunger Games. What's her name? Jennifer Lawrence.
That looks good.
Dude, it does look good.
Yeah.
And they are, they're on some ship that's transporting humanity out into the reaches of space, and they end up getting woken up early from their hypersleep.
Yeah.
All right, so after that preview, I had an empty seat next to me. I was all nice and comfy. And then this couple walked in, and they had one of their, I don't know whose mother it was, but it was one of their mothers, okay?
All right.
And she was very, very, very old. And they gave her my seat, the seat next to me. Like, they took 2 seats together and then put her over there in that one single seat. And so me and this super old lady sat here and watched The Magnificent Seven together. And it was funny, man. Like, I kind of fed off of her energy because she, she loved Denzel Washington. And, during all the cool climactic parts, she was cheering and clapping. And you know what? I clapped right there with her.
Sweet.
That sweet old gal. Okay, so, you ready?
I was born ready.
The Magnificent Seven on Movies with Ron. All right, so we see a whole shit ton of logos, right? And we open up on a mountain range, okay? Some flowers in the foreground and shit. It's the Old West, okay? This is the Old West times.
Yeah. All right, cool.
It takes place in 1879. So we're in this camp, this Wild West camp, all right? And it's actually a camp outside of a mine. All right, so it's like a gold mine or something like that. And we just hear these loud booms, boom, boom, and people start panicking, okay? And in the town that's, maybe a mile or two away, called Rose Creek, people are hearing the booms, and they're like, oh, God, they're coming. And they all kind of start taking cover and shit, and then you're like, what? Then we see the name of the mine, and it's Bogue Mine. And then we see a carriage coming into town, and it's got a name on it. It says Bogue Dispatch. So obviously this guy Bogue, he owns a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Okay, and the carriage comes in, and they're bringing in gold from the mine. They're putting it in the bank. And they're like, oh, yeah, there's more gold in the fucking carriage and shit. Fucking, let's do this. And they're all moving all this shit. People are getting out of their way, okay? Because all these guys that are, like, guarding the gold, they just got fucking rifles and shotguns out, ready to kill anybody who fucking even looks crossways at them.
Yeah.
Everybody's afraid of them. So then we are in the church, and everybody in the town, it's like a town meeting in addition to it being a church service.
Yeah.
They're all talking about how afraid they are of this guy Bogue, okay? And they're like, we got to stand against him. And other guys are like, no, man. He's too powerful. Fuck that. And this one guy's like, he's a businessman. If you guys would just just play ball with him, he'll give you a fair share. And they're like, you're only saying that because you're making money off of your whores. And he's like, you were there last night. That's not true. All right. So then they're all talking about him. And then he walks in, okay? And he is played by Peter Sarsgaard.
Yeah.
He did a pretty good job, being a villainous old, Wild West bad guy. All right, and he walks in and he's shaking a jar, and it's full of dirt, and he's shaking it and shaking it. He steps up to the pulpit, and he holds it up, and he's like, "This is what you love," and everybody's like, "What?" And he's talking about yeah, this is the shit that you've died for and bled for and worked for and everything, and then eventually it'll consume you too. And at the end of it all, it's all just, and he's like, you know what? You, little boy, come on up here. And this little kid's like, and he's like, come on, get up here now. And the kid's father is like, yeah, you better go. You better just go. And he gets up there and he's like, put your hand in this jar. And you're like, oh shit, there's going to be like scorpion in there or some shit, right? This is where you're about to find out just what kind of a guy this is. There could be a scorpion in there. He could kill the kid, right? Or there could be like gold in there. And he's like, see, you can all have gold. You don't know quite yet.
Yeah.
And then the kid pulls his hand out and it's just full of dirt. He's like, yeah, that's all it is. It's just dust. And he's like, so $20 for every parcel of dust. That is my offer. And then everybody's like, no fucking way. Because it's like shit. It's a shit offer. And he's like, you know what? The deal will not get sweeter. It will only get more sour. And so then he drives everybody out of the church, and all of his goons, they fucking burn the shit down.
The church?
Yeah, man.
Okay. So he's charging them like real estate?
No, he is taking over their land with, eminent domain. He wants all the land because, there's gold in it and shit. So he's forcing them off of their land, and he's only willing to pay them each like $20 for their fucking farm. Okay? So he's like shortchanging them like a motherfucker. And he's like, he's got all this muscle behind him, so they're all afraid of him, so you better do it or we'll fucking kill you.
Okay.
He's totally rolling into town, ruling that shit with an iron fist. So as they're outside and the church is, beginning to burn, this one guy, he's there with his hot wife in the Wild West, and he steps up to him and he's like, what kind of a man are you? And he fucking challenges him and shit, and he's like, you're fucking everybody over. Fuck you. And then Bogue just walks up to him, is looking him up and down, pulls out his gun real slow, shoots him dead. Right there in fucking front of everybody. A couple of other townsfolk, kind of jump to it, and they're like, oh shit, we're all going to fight. And they all, they draw their guns, and then they all just get shot.
Is this outside the burning church?
Yes.
Okay. And,
it's not all the townspeople that get shot. It's only 3 or 4. So the guy that got killed first, his hot wife, is like, oh, shit. She's down there crying on him and shit. And he's walking away, and he looks at the sheriff, and he's like, Bogue. He's walking away, and he looks at the sheriff, and he's like, yeah, leave those fuckers laying there for a few days. Let everybody see them. And so then he just walks into the saloon, and then we get the title card of the movie, The Magnificent Seven.
Oh.
So then we get, at that point, we get some beginning credits, and it's just the credits for the seven, okay? The badasses.
Yeah.
And then we see a lone rider off in the desert. He's wearing black clothes. He's on a black horse, and, we don't see his face or anything. It's just a dark figure, and he's riding through the desert. And he rides up to this town called Amador City. And he rides into town. And everybody's glaring at him, okay? Everybody's fucking watching this asshole. And somebody says, like, you know where you are, cowboy? And then we see that it's Denzel, okay?
All right.
And at that point, it immediately cuts away to Chris Pratt playing poker in the saloon there in the town, okay? He's funny, like he is, okay? And Denzel walks up to the bar in the saloon, and he's like, yeah, give me a glass of this fucking whiskey. And the guy's like, sorry, we don't serve that kind here. And he like looks at him, and you're like, oh shit, he's getting shit because he's black, right? And then Denzel, smooth motherfucker, he just puts down another coin, and he goes, well, I guess I'll take a double then. And then the guy's like, oh shit, okay. He's got money. So he puts the bottle down, and then Denzel puts another coin on the bar. And he's like, what's that for? He's like, this is for information. He's like, yeah, I'm hunting this guy, Like, who are you? And he's like, a bounty hunter, okay? And he's like, yeah, I've been looking for this asshole, killed a bunch of people and blah, 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 and I'm after him. At this point, you see other guys in the saloon are starting to, like, they were eyeing him sideways, and they all start, like, reaching for their guns real slow, like they're going to ambush him and shit. And then Denzel just, like, turns around, pow, 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 fucking shoots all of them. But he doesn't kill them. Like, he shoots the hat off of one of their heads, shoots the gun out of another guy's hand and shit like that. And he just proves that he's a fucking badass without killing anybody.
Yeah.
So now he's got everybody's attention and respect, okay? And he keeps talking to the bartender. And at that point, one of the guys at the poker table with Chris Pratt, like, slowly starts reaching for his gun. Like, he's going to do the same thing and shoot that fucker in the back. And then right then, Chris Pratt just goes click, click, and points his gun at him. Like, real fast, okay? So then Denzel, he's talking to this bartender, and he's like, yeah, man, I killed a friend of his. And the guy's like, yeah, how'd you kill him? And he's like, I whispered in his ear. And he's like, yeah, what'd you say? And he's like, come closer, come closer. And then the bartender leans in, and he's whispering in his ear and shit. And then bartender's reaching for a gun underneath, and Denzel, pulls his gun out and shit. And the guy's like, wait, man, I got a family now. And he's like, they're better off without you. And he ends up killing him. And so then everybody like, oh shit, he fucking killed the bartender, god damn it. And it turned out that he had a warrant for him, and he's a bounty hunter, okay? Yeah. And he's like, now go get the fucking sheriff. And everybody's like, fuck you, man. And then he like reaches for his gun or some shit, and then they all just run outside, okay? They're all scared of him. So then it's just Denzel and Chris Pratt in the saloon, and Chris Pratt's like, oh man, too bad you killed that guy. I just ordered a drink. So then Denzel like picks up the bottle that the bartender gave him and just gives it to Chris Pratt. Like, here you go. So he's like, who are you? He's like, yeah, I'm a bounty hunter and a peace officer for the great state of fucking whatever. So he's leaving town, and he's talking to the sheriff about, Denzel's leaving town. He's talking to the sheriff about the bounty and shit. He's like, yeah, give it half of it to his widow, blah, blah, blah. Hold on to my share, because I'll be back. And at that point, the wife, okay, from the first scene of the movie, whose husband got killed, her name is Emma, okay? Emma sees him, and she's with a buddy named Ted. And she's like, there he is. We need to talk to him, okay? And he's like, yeah, okay. So they start asking for his help. Like, yeah, we really need help down in Rose Creek. Shit's all fucked up. This bastard's taking over and shit. And Denzel's like, yeah, no. And at that point, we see Chris Pratt is walking out of the saloon, and he's got all the money from the table because everybody just ran out. They left all the money on the table. He scooped it all into his hat, and he takes the bottle, and he's walking out. Yeah. And then a couple of outlaws take him hostage at gunpoint, and they're like, yeah, damn it. Come on, you remember me from, El Paso or whatever, where you fucked me over? Yeah. Yeah, you screwed me out of my $50. You owe me $50, Chris Pratt. And he's like, fuck you, man. Hey, look at you. I do remember you. And he's like, yeah. And he says his name like Ugly Pete or something. And he's like, nah, man, I got a new name. They call me Two Gun Joe or something. Okay. It's Two Gun something. I don't know. And then we cut back to the wife pleading with Denzel, my whole town's getting fucked by Bogue. And then Denzel goes, Bartholomew Bogue? And she's like, yeah. And he's like, motherfucker. And she's like, please help us, And she throws him a bag of money. And he's like, what's this? And she's like, it's everything we have. And he's like, no one's ever given me everything they have before. And you're like, oh, okay, he's going to do it. Yeah, she's like, yeah, he killed my husband. And he's like, so you're after revenge? And she's like every good Christian, I'm after righteousness. But I'll settle for revenge. And it's like, yeah. All right. At that point, we go back to Chris Pratt talking to these two outlaws who are like slightly dim-witted. Okay. Mm-hmm. And Chris Pratt is saying to the guy, he's like, 2 Gun Joe, huh? Is that because you have 2 guns? And then 2 Gun Joe's brother is like, I told you that was a stupid name, man. He's like, fuck that. Give me my $50. And he's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to take you down into this mine because there's another mine in this town. Okay. Unrelated. And he's like, get down into that mine. Now, come on, go. And then Chris Pratt is like, no. I am not going down in that mine, okay? Because down in that mine is rats. And I'm not, no. So you're like, oh, he's afraid of rats, like, Indiana Jones or whatever?
Yeah.
That's the only time this ever gets mentioned whatsoever. That didn't pay off later. He's like, you owe me $50. And he's like, all right, well, let me show you. How about this? Let me show you a card trick. And he's like, no, you know what? Show me my $50, asshole, or you're going to die. And then 2 Gun Joe's brother is like, hey, wait, let him do it. You know how much I like magic. Okay. And Chris Pratt's like, all right. And he pulls out a deck of cards and he fans it out. And he's like, just take a card. And the 2 Gun Joe is like, he doesn't want to. He's got his gun on him. His brother is like, come on, man, just take a card. So he pulls it, and it's like the King of Hearts. Okay. He's like, now show it to your friend there. All right. Now, real carefully, put it back in the deck. And he's like, keep your gun on me, man. It's okay. And he's like, all right, now, through the magic of whatever. And he pulls a card out, and he's like, is this your card? And it's not. It's like a 3 or something. And he's like, man, you suck. All right, that's it. You had your chance. Now you're going to die. And he's like, what? You didn't let me finish, man. And he's like, all right, now, hang on. And then he just like pulls his fucking gun and shoots the guy's brother. Kills him dead. Right in the fucking head. And he's like, you killed my brother. And then he's like, yeah, is this your card? And then he does like flips the card out of his other hand, and it was the King of Hearts. And he's like, so let me show you another trick. And like he gets his gun and he points it at 2 Gun Joe, and he's got his gun under his chin. And he's like, this one's called the Disappearing. And he's like, got the gun under his chin, and he puts it on his forehead, and then he goes, ear. And then he just shoots the fucker's ear off. And then he goes and he takes his guns back that they took from him and everything. And he's like, fucking pieces of shit. I better never see you again. So then we got Denzel, and he's meeting with Emma, and they're going over a map of Rose Creek. And then we see Chris Pratt, and he's going to try to get this horse, okay? And there's this corral, and there's this wild fucking horse inside that's going crazy. Nobody can tame it or anything like that. And Chris is like, hey, man, that's my horse. And the guy who like owns it now, he's like, nah, man, you lost it in a poker game. Fuck you. It's like Chris Pratt is Han Solo now,
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, if you want it back, you're going to have to buy him, blah, blah, blah. And he puts his hand on his gun, and Chris Pratt's like, now, why'd you have to go and touch your gun, man? We were having a nice civil conversation. Chris Pratt is about to like fucking do some badass shit and kill this fucker. But then you hear Denzel go, how much for the horse? And he's like, fucking $50. So Denzel ends up buying the horse. And he looks at Chris Pratt and he's like, yeah, I took a job and I need some help. I need some men. So you in? And he's like, well, yeah, like I get my horse back at the end. He's like, yeah, man. He's like, all right. So that's why Chris Pratt joins them. Chris Pratt's like, is it a difficult job? And Denzel's like, it's impossible. All right. Well, how many guys you got so far? He's like, 2. He's like, is that including Ted over there? Emma's friend? And he's like, no, that's me and you. He's like, oh, cool. So then they're all riding together, and he's like, I'm just here for my horse, Bogue, we're going to go take this fucker down. And so Denzel's like, you know what? I need you to go find a guy named Robichaux. He's a Cajun, ride 3 days west of here, blah, blah, blah. Go find him. Tell him I need him. My name's Sam Chisholm, okay? And meet me back here. And he's like, yeah, okay. So they split up. Denzel ends up going out to this shack out in the forest. He's got Emma with him, okay? And then Chris Pratt takes Ted. Mm-hmm. So Denzel goes to this shack. They're going to, I guess, pick up another guy. And they go inside the shack, and that guy is now dead and like rotting in the bed. Okay, so then there's a trap, and this Mexican guy named Vasquez like got the jump on him, and he's like, Denzel's like, I might have a warrant for you, so I'm just gonna pull this pocket out, pull this out of my pocket, and I'm gonna check it because if I'm gonna tear up a warrant, I need to make sure it's the right one. And the guy's like, what the fuck, all right, fine. So he gets it out, and yep, it's him on the fucking wanted poster. And he's like, so here's the deal. You help me out with, a business proposition I got for you, and I'll tear this up. And he's like, yeah, well, what fucking good does that do me? Everybody's still going to be after me at the end. He's like, no, it does you a lot of good because I won't be one of them. And he's like, yeah, well, fuck it, okay. That's Vasquez. He's the Mexican. This comes into play later. Because they're all the 7 are like from different walks of life.
Right.
So then we got Chris Pratt, and he is watching a gunfight contest. They're not actually shooting each other, but they're shooting like bottles next to each other, okay? And everybody's gathered around them, and they're all betting money and shit. And one guy is just some bullshit old cowboy, and then another guy is this super cool-looking Asian cowboy, all right? This is Billy, all right? Mm-hmm. And they're like, all right, on my gun. Go ahead and shoot. So then the referee shoots, and then they each shoot the fucking bottles next to each other, and the first guy's like, yeah, I won, fuck yeah. And then another guy is like, nah, man, Billy won. Fuck you, you did not win at all. And he's like, well, fuck that. How about we do it for real? Come on, double or nothing. And it's like, to the death. And Billy's just standing there, and he's fucking staring at him, and then he just like throws his gun down on the ground, takes off his gun belt, and throws it down on the ground. And then he just like plants his feet like he's ready to get into a gunfight with this asshole, and he has no guns. Mm-hmm. All right. Also on his gun belt is like a whole shit ton of knives.
Okay.
So then the guy's like, all right, shit. Well, your funeral, man. All right, on my gun. Shoot. So then the referee shoots, and Billy just pulls something out of his hair and fucking throws it at this asshole. Goes right into his chest, and it kills the fucker. And it was a fucking pin out of his hair, because he's got long hair, but it's all like pinned up, like samurai style and shit.
Yeah. So
immediately Billy is a motherfucking badass. Just won a gunfight without a gun.
Yeah.
And Ethan Hawke is, he plays Robichaux, and he's walking around, and he's like, yeah, everybody, come on, pay up. So him and Billy, it turns out, are like buddies, and everywhere Ethan goes, Billy goes as well. Mm-hmm. So Chris Pratt's like, hey, fucking Denzel Washington wants you to come and help us. We're doing this shit. We're going to take this fucker down, and, we got 2 days to get there, so why don't we do half a day of drinking? And Ethan Hawke is like, I like you. So then they all meet up with Denzel, and, it turns out Robichaux or Ethan, I'll just call him Ethan. Him and Denzel they're like good friends from old days past. They meet Emma. He's like, yeah, we're working for her. And Chris Pratt is like, oh, great. We got a Mexican. Okay. And the Mexican's like, fuck you, man. And so that begins a little friendly rivalry between the two that happens throughout the movie. Mm-hmm. Then they're all riding, and Ethan is like, he's talking to the Mexican. He's like, yeah, look, we're all from different walks of life and stuff like that. We even have a Mexican. My grandfather was killed by you fucking Mexicans back at the Alamo and shit. And then Vasquez is like, yeah, maybe my grandfather killed your grandfather. And then Ethan's like, yeah, maybe. I sense that we are bonding. They had a lot of good lines in this. So then they're going to look for this guy named Jack Horn, okay, who's like a sort of a mountain man, all right, played by Vincent D'Onofrio. Yeah. Did great, okay. And they find his house, and all they find there are 2 outlaws who have Jack Horn's rifle. And they're like, yeah, we killed him. We got the jump on him, and we smashed his head with a boulder. And his gun, that's going to be our proof, that he's dead. So this other asshole that wanted him dead is going to pay us money. And then right then, Jack Horn comes running in, and he like fucking shoots one of the guys, and then he goes and he beats the other one to death or whatever. And they're all just fucking watching this happen. And Vincent D'Onofrio stands up, and he's reasoning with the Denzel and his men. He's like, now, I understand what this might look like. Might look like cold-blooded murder, okay? But, they wronged me, and I'm just taking my stuff back, okay? But he's like saying it like, he talks about like the Lord, the good Lord wants this, blah, blah, blah. He's always praying and shit. He's very religious. And he's like, so, okay. And then Denzel's like, yeah, you want to join my club? And then Vincent D'Onofrio's just like, he just nods and he like walks away like he's going to go get on his horse. And then we see Chris Pratt and he's like, I believe that bear was wearing people clothes. All right. So that's 6, all right? And they're all riding back to town, they figure they got enough. And they're riding through Indian territory. And they see a bunch of, burial mounds and stuff like that. Like, oh, be careful, watch out. So then they're camping and it's night. And then Chris Pratt goes and he sits with that kid, Ted. And he's like, yeah, you know how to fire that gun you got? And he's like, no, not really. I mean, I guess. He's like, I'll give you a lesson if you give me a sip of that whiskey, okay? And he's like, yeah, sure. So he's like, all right, and he holds up a card, from his deck, and he's like, pull this card out of my hand, all right? If you don't pull it out of my hand, you die. And the kid's like, wait, what? He's like, yeah, come on. You're going to die if you don't pull this out of my hand. So the kid tries to, and Chris Pratt just like pulls the card back like he wasn't quick enough. He's like, you just lost your first gunfight. Dumb shit. Now come on. Give you another chance. Be faster. And he tries to do it again, and he does pull the card out, but then right then Chris Pratt pulls his gun, and his gun is already in the kid's face before the kid even realizes what's going on. And he's like, that's lesson number 2. It was never about the cards. Like, he's just proven that, he's just a greenhorn, doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'll give you a 3rd lesson. And the guy's like, just take the whiskey. Fuck it, you need it more than I do. And he's like, I think I will, thanks. So then Ethan and Denzel are talking, and they talk a little bit about the past. And Ethan Hawke is doing a great job playing this, like, flamboyant fucking cowboy.
Yeah.
Did really good. Kind of reminded me, didn't quite get to the caliber of this, but he did remind me of...
Doc Holliday?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he's definitely the Doc Holliday of this movie.
Yeah.
And who was that?
Val Kilmer?
Val Kilmer in Tombstone?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a very famous performance.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's morning, and Denzel just like wakes up, and he's pointing his gun around. Like, he knows something's off, something's wrong. And they're looking around, something's going on. And Vincent D'Onofrio's come walking into camp, and he's like, yeah, that guy, he's over there. He's been tracking us. And they all look over, and then this fucking badass motherfucking looking Comanche just like rides out from behind some trees, okay? And his horse is all painted up and shit, and he's got red all over his face. He's got this badass fucking haircut, and he's got this big dead deer hanging across the front of his horse. And they're like, holy shit, because he looks dangerous as fuck, okay? And one of them is like, please tell me I am hallucinating this, because where there is one, there are others. And they're all like pointing their guns all around the hills and shit like that, getting ready to be ambushed and fucking killed. Because Comanches, they don't fuck around, right? And Denzel just starts walking towards this Comanche guy, and he starts speaking in his language. He's like, are you Comanche? And the guy's just like, yeah. And he's like, where's all your friends? Where's your people? And he's like, well, my path is different. That's what the elders said. So, I'm on my own or whatever. So how the fuck do you speak Comanche? And he's like, yeah, I learned to a while back, whatever. They don't really even talk about that. He's like, you speak any English? And he's like, yeah, a little bit. So then Denzel speaks in English, but the Comanche almost never speaks in English at all. And he's like, yeah, we go to fight wicked men, okay? And if you want to come, you can. So then the Comanche thinks about it for a second, and then he looks back at Denzel, and he's like, and he gets off, pulls off the deer, and then starts cutting it open, pulls out the liver, and then hands it to Denzel. Okay, and Denzel, oh, all right, I know what I got to do. And he takes a fucking bite out of it. And he's chewing it like, Jesus, this is disgusting. Like the look on his face. Yeah. It's very genuine. It's good. And then the Comanche's like, my name is Red Harvest. And then he takes a bite out of the liver. So then Denzel's walking back to the campfire, and everybody's like, what did he say? And he said, yeah, he said he's in. He's like, now fix him some breakfast, okay? I've already had mine. And everybody laughed in the theater and shit. So then Denzel is like, all right, let's go back. Let's go get this fucking fight started. So now they go back to Rose Creek, and they're all riding, okay? So then it shows Rose Creek, and it's all like, quiet. Everybody's afraid of everybody and shit. The church is burned down. And Denzel comes riding into town real slow on his horse, and next to him walking is Billy. Okay, so then, some badass, goons come out to confront him, and they're like, "What are you doing here, man?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm just passing through, And they're like, "Yeah, we got a big a town ban on firearms, so you're gonna have to check those." And Denzel's like, "Yeah, no problem, man. I'm all about law and order, And they're like, "Who the fuck is this?" And he's like, "Oh, this is my manservant. I saved his life in Shanghai, a while back. So he goes everywhere I go." And they're like, "Yeah, well," and they're like, "You're gonna have to check your guns." And he's like, "Yeah, well, how is it that you all of you have guns?" And then the sheriff is standing there, and he's like, "Well, they're deputies." He's like, "Yeah, okay, that's cool. Now look, I am all about law and order. I have no problem checking my guns, but all my buddies behind you, I can't vouch for them." And then they all turn around, and then out from different spots comes different members of the Seven, right? And then up behind them, there's another bad guy who's got a rifle trained on Denzel. So they're looking around at all the Seven, and then they see, like, Vincent D'Onofrio, and he, like, walks out. He's, like, eating something. They're like, "Quite a batch of strays you got." And he's like, yeah. And Vincent D'Onofrio's like, "Yeah, I'll say a prayer for you, And the guy's, he's smaller than him, so he's like, "It's going to be a little prayer," And the sheriff is like, "Yeah, you don't fuck around here. You don't fuck around with Bogue, okay? He's got an army." And then you hear Chris Pratt go, "Yeah, and they will be murdered." And then it shows Chris Pratt, and he's just like leaning up against a house, and he's like, "By the world's greatest lover." Fucking everybody laughs at that shit. Like, that is Chris Pratt throughout the movie.
All right.
And Denzel, they're all like, they're all threatened now by the Seven. And he's like, "Hey, man, are you sure you don't want my gun?" And everybody's scared of him and shit. So they all start shooting. And they kill, like, almost all of the goons, okay? They just leave the sheriff alive, and then there's one more guy. And he gets on a horse and starts running. But just before that happened, though, like, you could see things were starting to tense up, and that fight was about to happen. And Denzel just, like, he gets off of his horse, and he's just standing there looking at him, and it's all tense. And then Denzel just goes, "Go on, horsey." And then the horse just runs away. Like, it gets out of the battle. That's when everybody starts fighting and shit. It shows how badass everybody is. Everybody starts shooting and shit. It's like the Seven against maybe, 20 guys or so. They fucking take them, all right? Mm-hmm. Fucking Billy is, like, running, like, he's, like, running straight at a guy who is shooting at him. And he's not, like, that fast, just running at him. But he's, like, not afraid, okay? And he just runs right up to a guy who is firing his weapon at him. And he just stabs him in the chest. It's fucking awesome. And you also see Chris Pratt, who's getting shot at. Bullets are hitting the walls right next to him and shit. And he, like, does not fucking flinch at all. He's just standing there shooting, fucking not worrying about it, all right? Now, while all that gunfire is happening, we see Ethan Hawke. And he's got a look in his eyes. He's got some weakness in his eyes, all right? And you note that he is not firing, although he does have his gun out. So it turns out he might be a little yellow, all right? We see Vasquez. He's in the saloon. He's fucking shooting people and shit. Then we got Red Harvest on the roof, and he had come up and killed the dude that was on the roof.
Yeah.
So then everybody's dead, and Billy walks over to some thug that's, like, pinned to the wall, pulls his knife out of his chest, and the guy, like, falls on the ground and shit. It's pretty cool. Now, that last guy that got on his horse and started running away, okay, Ethan gets him in his sights, and he's standing there, and he's got him in his sights, Chris Pratt walks up behind him, and he's like, "Come on, man, take the shot. Come on, shoot him." And Ethan's not doing it, and he starts, like, kind of shaking a little bit, and then he just lowers his rifle, okay? And Chris Pratt is like, "What the fuck, man? You're, like, supposed to be this super badass." And then Billy, who is Ethan's friend, walks up, grabs a rifle, opens it up, sees that it's not even loaded, okay? And then he closes it, and then he looks at Chris Pratt, and he's like, "It was jammed." So he's, like, defending his buddy. So then they're all standing there, and they're all going over their tally. He's like, "How many did you get?" "I got 6. Yeah, somebody asked the Mexican guy. He's like, "How many did you get?" 6. And then Chris Pratt's looking at him, and he goes, "I got 7. And then, the Vasquez looking at him like, "Fuck you, man." And Chris Pratt's like, "You want to try to even it up?" So then there's the sheriff, and they find him cowering underneath the porch. All right, and Denzel's like, "Come on out here, man. Come on out." He's like, "I need you to take a message to your boss." He's like, "Tell him Lincoln, Kansas, all right?" And he says a year, like something happened there, okay? Mm-hmm. And he's like, "You say that to him, all right? And you tell him that if he wants his town, he's going to have to come and see me, all right? Now, my name is Sam Chisholm. Say it." The guy's like, Sam Chisholm. He's like, all right, now get the fuck out of here. So the sheriff runs off. And then they're all like, wow, where the hell's all the townspeople? And somebody's like, I think we killed them all. And then Emma comes out, and she's like, come out, everybody, come out. These men, they're here to help. So the townsfolk come out, and she start talking about them, and she's like, yeah, you know, I went and found these guys. You know, they're going to help us with Bogue. And everybody's like, who the fuck, you know, appointed you to do that shit? She's like, all of you are cowards, so I had to do it. So then Denzel, he gives a speech, and he's like, yeah, you know what? They're going to come back, okay? And when they come back, we're going to have the fight, but it's going to be on our terms this time. Like, dude, he's going to bring back like 200 fucking people. He's just going to bring back as many people as it takes to just mow through all of you. And he's like, no. We'll be able to do it, okay? But we're going to need every one of you. And they're all like, no fucking way, man. We're not killers. And Denzel's like, most people aren't until they're staring down the barrel of a gun. So they're like, all right, shit. So, you know, Bogue said he was going to come back in 3 weeks. And, you know, if we don't all give him our land, he's going to kill us. So we got 3 weeks. He's like, you got 1 week. Because that sheriff's going to get there in a couple of days. He's going to tell his story. Then they're all just going to come back right now. So you got 1 week, all right? We got 1 week to get ready for that.
Yeah.
So anybody who doesn't want to fucking fight needs to fucking leave. So the next morning, a whole bunch of motherfuckers just leave. And, that night we had the seven, and they're eating in the saloon. And Ethan is like, yeah, you know, something about a sarcophagus. And Chris Pratt is like, what? You know, are any of these real words? You know, or are you just making them up? And then Ethan Hawke's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'll try to use 1-syllable words from now on. And Chris Pratt just goes, what's a syllable? We got Red Harvest, and he's like, he says it in his language, but he's like, white man food is for dogs. And then Vincent says, what's he saying? And Denzel's like, he's saying stop staring at his hairline. And then Vincent says, well, I will if he stops licking his lips over mine. So then everybody else in the town's leaving the next morning, and then we got a crowd of about 50 people that are there to help. And Chris Pratt's like, yeah, good, they brought their pitchforks. So then we begin the training sequence where they're trying to whip them into shape, okay? Where they got a bunch of straw dummies, you know? And Chris Pratt's like walking down the line of them, and he's like, put your rifle on your right shoulder. And everybody's doing it wrong, like on their left shoulder and shit. And he's like, fuck, we're so fucked. And then we got Billy, who starts doing knife training. And he's like, knives, it is very simple. Here's what you do. And he like does this awesome ninja shit where he's just like slicing up a couple of the dummies, and it's amazing looking. And he just like does it, and he's stabbing them and slicing them up like without even looking, and he just stabs the two dummies at the same time. And he turns around and everybody is leaving. He's like, get back here. Then we got Ethan, and he's got a firing line going on, you know, and they're all shooting at the dummies. And he's like, yeah, now squeeze the trigger. Take your time. You want the shot to surprise you. That's what you want. Shoot those fucking, now fire. Everybody fires. No one hits the dummies. And he's like, God damn it. And he's fucking yelling at him and shit. And he's like, now do it again. And they all do it again, and everybody misses again. And Ethan is like, you know, it takes great skill for this many men to miss that many targets twice. Statistically, somebody should have hit something. And he's yelling at him, and Chris Pratt, he comes in and he's like, these men need inspiration. You know, you need to inspire them. All right. And he starts talking to the men about Ethan Hawke. And he's like, yeah, this guy, he killed, 53 men alone in this one battle, blah, blah, blah. They actually named him the Angel of Death. All right. And he looks at Ethan and he's like, so, he's a legend, so show them what you can do, Ethan. And then he gets up close to him. He's like, or is a legend all you are? He's got his number a little bit.
Yeah.
And Ethan's like, and he gets all mad, picks up his rifle, and then just fires it at this one dummy until the dummy's head just gets blown away. Mm-hmm. So, yep, he's a pretty damn good shot. So then we got the seven, and they're off in the distance looking down at the town. And they're like, man, this is going to take a whole lot of shit. Nobody can even hit the broadside of a barn at 10 paces. Yeah, but we got to give him a little more training, blah, blah, blah. We come up with a few surprises. I think we'll be able to do this. And then Chris Pratt tells a joke. It's a famous joke from the original Magnificent Seven that Steve McQueen told. Mm-hmm. He's like, yeah, this reminds me of a joke. There was a man who jumped off of a 5-story building, and as he fell, everybody inside on each floor, they could hear him as he was passing by saying, so far, so good. And everybody looks at him and he's like, Well, that man is dead now. Anyway, now they go out to the mine that we saw in the beginning of the movie. And from far away, somebody's shooting all the guards at the mine, and they kill every one of them. Because the workers there, they're not really slaves, but they pretty much are. They're just being forced to work, and under shitty conditions and shit like that. The work is not allowed to stop. So they kill all the guards, and then they ride into the camp, and Denzel is like, "This mine is now closed. All of you workers, you are now free to go, or you can stay and fight." And so he, garners a bunch more help there, and then they open up the shed that has all the explosives for the mine. And everybody's like, "Yeah, all right." They got all this fucking TNT and shit. It's like, that. You know what? This'll help. And Chris Pratt's like, "Yeah, I have always wanted to blow stuff up." And they all start laughing, like in the movie. So then we get back in town, and they got the miners and the dynamite. And this one townsman is like, "Who are all these people? Who are all these guys?" Because all the workers are all like dirty as fuck looking, and like all gnarly and like tough. And Denzel is like, "This is reinforcements." And he's like, "Well, what the hell's that in the wagon?" He's like, "This is dynamite." He's like, "Oh my God, where are you going to put that?" And he's like, "Your place." And then just fucking put it in that guy's store just to like hold on to it. He's like, "Oh shit." So then we cut to the sheriff from Rose Creek, and he's meeting with Bogue. And he's like, "Yeah, man, fucking Sam Chisholm. Yeah, he said, he's from Lincoln, Kansas, and you're a coward if you don't come out there yourself." And Bogue is like, "Yeah, okay, well, he took over the town, huh? Killed 22 guys with 7 people. Really? That's what happened?" He's like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "All right, well, what's his price?" He's like, he don't have one, man. All men have a price. How the hell did 7 people kill 22 of my men? He's like, "Yeah, but they fought like they were like double that, And one of the lackeys of Bogue is like, "Yeah, but that was all just the element of surprise. That's how they were able to do that." And then Bogue just like pulls a little gun out, and he looks at the sheriff, and he's like, "Surprise," and kills him. He looks at his, he's got an Indian thug with him as well, okay, who like works for him, and he's like, "Denali, go recruit an army to go back there with us." So then we cut to Emma, and she's practicing with a rifle, and Chris shows up, and he's flirting with her and stuff, and she's shooting at some log, and then he's like, yeah, he starts trying to teach her how to shoot, and then she shoots it and hits it. She's a pretty good shot, and he's like, "Yeah, thanks anyway, but I had a father." And he's like, "Well, I didn't." And then he pulls out both of his guns. He's like, "Pow, pow, 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 pow." And like every shot hits the same spot on the log. So he's like a fucking amazing shot. And he's like, "Yeah, 6 pounds of pressure. That's all it takes to kill a man." And she's like, "Yeah, that's great. You're a killer. So, how do you sleep at night?" And he like doesn't answer. And he looks at her and he's like, "You might want to wear some pants if you're planning on fighting." So then we cut to a new strategy session with the 7. And they're like going over stuff they're going to do. We need to dig some trenches over here and shit like that. They're preparing the town, right? And so then when they ride in, we're going to do this and that. And then Chris Pratt's like, "Yeah, what if this doesn't work at all, man? What if Bogue just shoots you right in the head? Like, what the hell are we supposed to do then?" Denzel's like, "Well, I would hope that one of you would then shoot him in the head. If I don't fucking avenge me, man." And they're like, "Yeah, okay." So then the Mexican guy, Vasquez, and Chris, they're bickering and stuff like that. And Vasquez is like, "Yeah, why don't you shut the fuck up, güero?" Which I guess is a derogatory term. And Chris is like, what does güero even mean, man? Handsome? Debonair? He's like, "Yeah, something like that." So then they decide that since Ethan is such a good shot, he's going to be up in the bell tower. He's going to be firing from afar. Then Denzel looking at Ethan, he's like, "You all right?" And Ethan's got a very insincere look on his face, and he just goes, Yeah, totally. I'm good." So then we get our montage of all the work actually being done. Everybody digging the trenches and shit like that. Yeah. We got kids, painting little windmills that they're making, which are going to be used for markers on the battlefield and shit. And we got Chris and Vasquez, and they're running fuses for the explosives. And then the Comanche just rides away. And everybody's looking at him like, what the fuck? Was he leaving? And, me watching the movie, I was like, well, he's obviously going to get all of his friends. Yeah. Right? He was not. So then it shows now it's the night before the big battle. Or, maybe. It's nighttime after the montage of them doing all the work. And Chris, he's a little drunk. He stands up. He's like, "I want to introduce you to my wife, Ethel." And he holds up one of his guns. And everybody's like, oh, yeah, that's great. That's your fucking wife. Who gives a shit? And he's like, listen, man, you better show her some respect. This is my wife. And then he holds up his other gun and he's like, now this is my other woman. This is Maria. And you can talk all the shit about her that you want. And they're all laughing and shit. And we get this weird little moment between Ethan and Billy. Okay, Ethan's looking at Billy. He's like, the owl followed me from such and such. It's here. It told me. I know if I fire any more shots, it's going to get me. Okay, so like, oh, yep, turns out Ethan is crazy.
Okay.
And Billy knows it. And he's like, man, nothing followed you here, man. It's fine. Nothing followed you. You're fine. He's like, yeah, fuck that. He's all scared, okay? And you're like, what? And then Vincent D'Onofrio's sitting there eating. And then this nice little townswoman comes in. She's like, here, I fixed your clothing. These stitches will probably outlast you. And Vincent's all embarrassed and shit like that, because he used to have a wife and kid. They're dead now, and, he's never dated ever again. So he's all shy and embarrassed, and they make fun of him and shit. And then we got the preacher, and he's talking to Denzel Washington. He's like, we are so grateful for your help, sir. Thank you so much. And Denzel's like, yeah, some of you guys are not going to make it, just so you know. And the preacher's like, yeah, I guess. So the next morning, we got the 7 and... or 6 of them anyway, and the townsfolk, and they're rehanging the church bell, okay, and it's a good feel-good moment. They get the church up and running again. It's still, like, burned down, but, the steeple is still there. Mm-hmm. And everybody's walking up to the 7. They're offering them water and shit like that. So now the town, like, loves them, okay? They've bonded to them. And then the Comanche comes running, or riding back into town, and he gets up to Denzel, and he's like, yeah, Bogue, he's coming. He's coming with his men. And that's what he did. He rode out to find him.
Okay.
So he could come back and tell him how long it would be. And Denzel's like, all right, well, when? He's like, dawn. It's like, okay, shit. And then it cuts to just like a whole shit ton of bad guys just riding horses across the prairies. So now it's the night before the battle. And the church, they're having a service outside the church because it's all burned down. But then we see Ethan sneaking away. And he's leaving. Mm-hmm. And he gets caught by Denzel. He's like, man, don't do this shit. You're fucking running out on these people, And he's like, yeah. And Ethan looks at him. He's like, yeah, both you and I know about your past, Denzel. So you and I both know you're not doing this for the good of the people, okay? And so fuck you, man. You know what? I'm a coward. And he's like, man, fuck off then. All right, you can go. And he's like, remember me for the way I was, right? Not for who I am now. And he's like, yeah, great. So then he just fucking rides away. So Denzel walks up and he sees the rest of the guys sitting on the porch of the saloon. And they all watched Ethan leave. And they're all like, yeah, what the fuck's going on there? He's like, yeah, well, he's gone. Anybody seen Billy? And they're like, yeah, he has started drinking. And then they just show Billy in the saloon and he's all by himself. And he's just like slamming fucking shots. So like, he's dealing with his friend being a coward too. Mm-hmm. He's like, well, anybody else want to leave? And then we get a whole bunch of heartfelt affirmations from all of them, like, well, I ain't got nowhere else to go, so I'm with you, Denzel. And everybody's like, yeah, we're with you, man. Let's do this.
Yeah.
And then Chris is like watching Denzel walk away. And the Comanche, who is standing there with them now, just looks at everybody and goes, I'm hungry. In English. And they're all like, what the fuck? You fucking speak English, man? And he's like, yeah, a little bit. And Vincent D'Onofrio is like, you little shit. It's like, you and me have got a lot to talk about. Like he's going to like try to convert him to Christianity. So then we got Denzel and he's in the church and he's kneeling down. And Emma just starts talking. She's like, I'm going to take Ethan's place. And he's like, what the fuck you mean? What do you mean by that? And she's like, well, I just saw him leave us. So I'm going to take his place in the, on the firing line. Mm-hmm. And he was like, okay. You want to fight with us? Let's do this. So then it's dawn, and they start chiming the bell, and it's real slow. Bong, bong. And with every bell toll, we see a different member of the 7, like getting ready. Okay. Everybody gets equal screen time, in that scene anyway. And then it shows everybody getting all the kids in town, putting them down in the cellar, keep them safe. So then Bogue's forces arrive, and they're all lined up like it's Braveheart. Okay? Lined up real far away. And Denzel just rides out all by himself, down into the middle of the field. And he's just sitting there looking at them. And then Bogue's army, Bogue just goes like Denali. Denali goes like, ay, 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 ay. And then all his army, who is all just white dudes, just come charging down the hill. Okay, and they're all riding. All right, and all the townsfolk, they're like aiming their rifles and shit. And then we see Billy is down in one of these trenches that they dug, and he's got a whole bunch of guys with him. And then we see that Vincent is in another one, and he's got a whole bunch of guys with him. And we see Billy and Vincent, respectively, and they're each like, all right, put your masks on. So you're like, masks? And then they all like put these fucking masks over their faces, and they're getting ready for something. And then you see Vincent is holding one of those fucking plungers that sets off dynamite, and he starts counting down. And then we see, at the same time in tandem, Billy is also doing the same thing. And yep, they set off that dynamite like right in the middle of the field while all these fucking horse riding bad guys are riding past. So like they're just like boom, boom, taking out chunks of this army. So you're like, oh damn, these fuckers are smart. They're gonna do this probably, shit. And then the miners, they had set up a little camp right outside of town. And it turned out that they were all inside the tents. So as the bad guys were riding past, they're shooting out of the tents, killing them and shit like that, pulling ropes so that guys like get caught on the neck while they're riding by. Then they all get shot and like stabbed with shovels and shit and pickaxes. Everybody's doing a good job. They're killing these guys. So then all the Billy and Vincent's guys, they're all in the trenches. They all like stand up out of the trenches and they just start shooting. Everybody's just fucking shooting each other. We got Denzel, and he's riding through the town, and he's fucking firing his rifle off on horseback, and he's fucking hitting everything he shoots at. Everybody's doing a good job. We got Chris and Billy both doing all their badass shit. Billy's running around throwing knives and everything, and Chris is just fucking pow, 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 fucking badass shooting. Vincent is walking around killing people, but he's like praying the whole time, like out loud. Hey, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Vasquez, he's firing, he's killing guys and shit. Red Harvest is up on a roof and he's killing people with his bow and arrow. And then we got Chris, and he detonates some more TNT. Everybody's dying whenever that happens.
Okay.
Townsfolk are shooting. Okay, Emma is there. She's shooting out with her rifle and shit. Denzel Washington, they took great care to show him ride up to a guy and trample his ass with his horse. Okay, he didn't just like run him over. He like ran up to him and like turned his horse in a circle to make sure he was good and trampled. Okay.
Okay.
They're like they're pushing fucking wagons full of hay. And they're like closing off certain alleyways with it and shit. So they're kind of routing the bad guys. And then we see Chris Pratt. He turns around. He looks over at this barn, and there's like a little bottle of liquor hanging from it. He just like pew, shoots it, and then the whole thing fucking explodes. The whole barn, because there was TNT in it. So then we see a little bit of why they're corralling all these guys. They're trying to get them in front of this blacksmith barn. Okay, So then there's this whole group of bad guys that are trapped now in front of that barn because now there's like burning wagons and shit in their way. And so then we see Vincent, and he opens up the barn doors. He's got a bunch of townspeople with him, and they're helping him. And you see that they have made a homemade mortar or cannon, out of a hollowed out fucking log. Like this is the kind of shit that he was doing as a mountain man out at his fucking cabin. Right. And he just like pulls a fucking rope, and then boom! Like all this fucking shrapnel comes blowing out at all these fuckers, and they all just fucking die. It was pretty cool. And Bogue is just like back up on the battlefield, just watching. God damn it. And then we see Chris Pratt, and we see that he is, he's taking cover, and he is shot in the belly. He's got blood, all right? Mm-hmm. And then from around the corner, the Mexican there, he's there, and he's like, hey, you okay, weirdo? And then fucking Chris Pratt goes, he looks at his gut shot, and he's like, fuck. And he goes, so far, so good. Bringing that joke up again.
Yeah.
So then things start to get a little desperate, all right? And you're like, well, why? They were doing so good. But the way you know this is from the music. Da-da-da-da. All right? And Bogue is in the distance, and he's like, you know what? All right, let's do this. Load it up. And then they bring out the Gatling gun. And at that point, Ethan Hawke comes riding back into town. And he's like, they got a Gatling gun. Gatling gun. Everybody get inside. They got the devil's breath. It's a Gatling gun. And he's like killing people. He rode in all triumphant. They're like, he's back. So then Then they fire the fucking Gatling gun, and the whole town just gets fucking rocked. All right, so many people start fucking dying.
Really?
Yeah. Everybody's getting shot up and shit. Everybody's taking cover. No one can move. Okay. Then I guess they finish that ammo belt, and there's silence. Okay. And then Bogue, he's sitting there just smoking a cigarette, watching. You know, got all the kids crying in the cellar and shit. And then we see that Vincent, he's walking out, and then he gets shot with a fucking arrow. And you're like, oh shit. You know, he takes one in the chest, then he gets one in the back. He fucking turns around, and then there's that Denali motherfucker, you know, that evil Comanche, and he's like, "You son of a bitch!" And then the guy's, you know, Denali loads up another arrow, and then Vincent fucking puts his hand up, and then Denali just fucking shoots him through it. And it's like, damn. And then Vincent like pulls out his knife like he's gonna still come at him, takes a couple steps, then he kneels down and dies. So it was pretty sad.
Yeah.
Saying goodbye to him, but he was tough as fuck to the end, you know. So then we see, you know, everybody's evacuating the kids, trying to get them out. Like, go to the river, you know, because it's like the bad guys are, you know, making a little headway now. Mm-hmm. And then we got Ethan and Billy, and they're together again, and they're up in the steeple of the church. And Billy's like, I knew you'd come back. He's like, yeah, how the hell do you know? He's like, you forgot this? And he like holds up a flask. And then we got Emma is inside the saloon. And she's trying to help a friend of hers who's shot. And then Denali comes in. And he looks up and he sees her. And he's going upstairs to go and fucking get her. He's got his knife out and shit. Or his gun. Both. And Emma's shooting at him, but her gun is out of bullets. Mm-hmm. So she's like, shit, it's hopeless. And he's stalking towards her. Boom, 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 yeah. And he's just like looking at her like, you are so fucked. So she kind of like turns her head like, all right, go ahead and shoot me. And then all of a sudden, behind Denali is Red Harvest. Mm-hmm. And he's like, yeah, motherfucker. And Denali's like, oh, all right, here we go. So then they fucking get into this big knife fight and shit. And it's fucking awesome, you know? And Red Harvest just ends up fucking kicking his ass. And just before he kills him, he just looks at him. He's like, you are a disgrace. And then he fucking stabs him. At this point, the Gatling gun gets reloaded and is shooting the town again.
Okay.
And Ethan and Billy are taking cover. And Ethan is like, yeah, you know, this reminds me of something my daddy once said. And Billy's like, what's that? And it shows Ethan, and he's like struggling to remember. And he just goes, you know, I don't know. My dad said a whole bunch of shit. And then we got Chris Pratt and Denzel. Denzel sees that he's hit. And he's like, you okay, man? And he's like, yeah, well, you know, I think I'm going to need a new vest. And then Denzel knows that he's pretty much fucked. So he looks at Chris Pratt, and he's like, you know what? We're even, okay? The horse is yours. Mm-hmm. He's like, yeah, that's cool. We got to do something about this Gatling gun, man. He's like, yeah, I guess so. And he's like, so, you know, I don't owe you anything for the horse? He's like, nah, man, you're good. We're even. You've done everything you needed to do. And he's like, yeah, but you owe me now. And Denzel's like, what do I owe you? And he's like, cover. So Chris gets on his fucking horse, and he just rides out into that fucking field, like going towards the Gatling gun. And he's getting chased by a whole bunch of other motherfuckers on horses. And Denzel and Ethan and Billy, everybody's covering him. Like all these fuckers, they're just about to fucking get him, and they all just keep getting picked off and picked off. At that point, Bogue is like, man, they're helping him. Fucking kill those motherfuckers in the steeple. And then the Gatling gun just mows at the steeple, and Billy and Ethan die. Right then and there. It sucks, man. Yep. Fucking Ethan falls out and plops on the ground, and Billy's just up in the steeple dead. So then we go back to Chris, and he is making it there. He is getting close to that Gatling gun, all right? But then he's also getting shot the whole time. And he falls off of his horse, and it's like, oh, shit, he's dead. But then you're like, oh, he gets up. All right? And he's standing in front of the Gatling gun guys, and he's confronting them. There's like 10 or so of those guys. So he gets shot again, and he falls to his knees, and one guy's about to shoot him. But then the guy who's in charge of the Gatling gun, who only has one eye, he's wearing an eye patch, he stops the bad guy from shooting him again. Because you see Chris Pratt's trying to put a cigar in his mouth, his last cigar. And he's like trying to strike a match to light it up. And then the bad guy walks up to him and he lights it for him. And he's like, yeah, thanks. He takes a puff. And then the one eye guy like holds up his gun. Like, yep, okay, now I'm going to kill you. And then Chris Pratt just fucking falls forward and kneels over dead. And he kneels over in the weirdest way. Like, he dies with his ass in the air. Okay? And then the one-eyed guy is just like, oh, well, okay. He's dead. So he starts walking back over the Gatling gun, and then fucking Chris Pratt, sits up. He was fucking around the whole time, and he just sits up, and he's got a fucking stick of dynamite with the fuse burning. And that's what he was kneeling down to do. And everybody looks, and they're like, oh, fuck. And then Chris Pratt just goes, yeah, I always had good luck with those one-eyed jacks. And then he throws the fucking dynamite at the Gatling gun, and all of those motherfuckers just, boom, they all just fucking blow up, including Chris Pratt.
All right, cool.
So that's how he goes out. Then we got Bogue, and he's walking into town, and he's got his 2 remaining men with him, okay, who immediately charge into a building. A whole bunch of gunshots happen. One of them walks out like he's okay, and then he falls over dead. So now Bogue is all by himself, and now there is a confrontation in the street between him and Denzel Washington. And Bogue is like, you know what, man? All right. You just killed every one of my motherfuckers, and I'm pretty pissed off. So, you know what? Here's the thing. Are we connected somehow, man? You know, do I know you from somewhere? And he's like, yeah, fucking, you remember, you know, did you kill a bunch of people over in Lincoln, Kansas, you know, who were, you know, just trying to make a life for themselves, you know, making farms and shit? And he's like, homesteaders. Yeah, I did that. And he's like, you know, if God had not meant for them to be sheared, he would not have made them sheep. And it's like, damn, man, what an asshole. And then they draw, and fucking Denzel shoots the gun right out of Bogue's hand. Okay? And then Bogue's like, his hand's all burned and shit. And then Denzel's like, pick it up. Come on, man. So he picks it up, and then fucking Denzel does the same shit again. And he's like, God damn it, man. So he's just fucking toying with him. And then, he just shoots Bogue right in the leg. Okay? So Bogue goes down, and he starts crawling into the church shell. Okay? And as he's crawling in there, he's like, yeah, you're a God-fearing man, you know, you can't kill me in here, man. Can't do it. Please, wait. Come on, man. Wait. Because Denzel's chasing, you know, he's just walking into the church behind him. He's going to walk up and kill him. And so then Bogue is now underneath the cross, and Denzel kneels down with him. He's like, come on, get up. I want you to pray with me. And he's like, what? He's like, yeah, come on, pray with me, man. Ask for forgiveness, you know, pray for forgiveness. And he's looking at him, and they're all real close to each other. And he's like, why don't you pray for my mother, who your men raped, okay? And why don't you pray for my 2 sisters who were murdered, okay? Yeah, were you praying when all of that happened, okay? Were you praying when there was a rope around my neck? And then he pulls his collar down, you see a big old scar. Mm-hmm. And, you know, he's like fucking squeezing him and shit like that. And Bogue is like, killing me won't give you the satisfaction that you want. And at the same time, you know, Denzel's like, come on, yeah, man, pray. And he's like, Denzel's praying. And at that time, you see that Bogue is now pulling a little tiny little gun out of his leg, okay, out of his boot.
Yeah.
And he is about to fucking kill Denzel. And you're like, fuck, man. Denzel's about to buy it. And then boom! And fucking Denzel fucking gets this big old shocked look on his face like he just fucking got shot. He fucking looks down, and then Bogue just falls forward. And then behind them, we see Emma, who is standing there in the doorway of the church. So she killed him.
Sweet.
Yep. So then Denzel gets up, and he looks at Emma. And he's got this look on his face like, yeah, you got your revenge, and I didn't. You fucking took that shit. And he just nods at her, and he takes her rifle away. And so then he walks outside. He sees Vincent, who's, you know, dead with the arrows in him. And he asks, he's like, yeah, what about Chris Pratt? And everybody's like shaking their head. No, man, no. He looks over, and he sees Ethan and Billy. They're both dead. And he's like, fuck, man. And he looks at the preacher. He's like, preacher? And the preacher's like, yeah, we will take good care of your men, sir. I promise, you know. So, you know, it's all the triumphant. And you hear the music from City Slickers. Dun, 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 dun. And everybody's thanking Denzel on his way out of town. And he's riding out with Red Harvest and Vasquez. Those are the only 2 that survived.
Yeah.
Along with him. And that's the last 3. And the town's rejoicing and shit. So they leave town. And then we get a little voiceover from Emma as we pan past the graves of the fallen 4. And she's like, yeah, you know, these men, they stood for something, and they died for something that didn't even belong to them. And we see all 4 graves at the same time. And she goes, it was magnificent. Oh. And then the credits roll, baby.
All right.
So there you have it. The Magnificent 7 on
Sweet.
Movies with Ron.
Good job, Ron.
Thanks, buddy. I liked this movie, man. Like it wasn't.
Seemed fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It wasn't the best Western I've ever seen. Best Western? But it was damn good, man. I did like it a lot. It's got like a 7.2 on IMDb. At the end, I clapped with that old lady. We were looking at each other and smiling. Like, hey, that was a good one. It was funny.
She probably saw the original.
Yeah. And you know what? To be honest, I hate it that I have not.
Yeah.
I'm aware of it. I'm aware of it, of its status as a classic Western. I'm also aware that it is itself a remake of The Seven Samurai, which I have seen, but that was like 500 years ago. Mm-hmm. Okay. I know Yul Brynner played Denzel Washington's character, and Steve McQueen was Chris Pratt's character.
Yeah.
And I think they each did a good job channeling, those actors kind of methods.
Yeah.
So yeah, I liked it a lot. What you got there?
Some guy online who is apparently young says, "This is like a wannabe of Hateful Eight."
Oh, Jesus.
Not even knowing that's why Hateful Eight was titled that.
Fucking irony of that. What do you think, Rick?
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it was good.
The Western is kind of our genre.
How so?
Well, it's American.
Mm-hmm.
So it was our responsibility to make it something.
Mm-hmm.
And back then, we sure as fuck did. Like, there was a decade where any good movie that came out was a Western.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a
Even all
kid-
the good TV shows were Westerns.
Yeah, they were. As a kid, I hated them.
Yeah, me too.
I couldn't stand it when Dad was watching them all the time. And I got to say, like, I still sort of hate them. But all the modern ones that are made that I can actually connect to, I do love them,
Yeah.
I totally concede, how great John Wayne is and all those other classic Western actors. But I just cannot enjoy those old movies. I really can't. I just can't connect to them.
All right, you guys want to play this game? Ron, what's the game called?
Mix and pitch?
All right, mix and pitch. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first, because I think mine's dumb.
Okay.
All right, I got Groundhog Day of the Dead. All right.
I already love it.
So we got, Bill Murray going to Punxsutawney to cover Groundhog Day. And, zombie outbreak happens. Mass chaos ensues. Everybody's dying. Everybody's getting eaten. And every time Bill Murray gets eaten or dies, the day starts over. And there we can actually have a little segment where we find out that Zombie Zero is Punxsutawney Phil.
Someone is going to steal this from you and make
I was thinking on my way over here when I said that, I was like, this actually sounds like one of those cheapo blockbuster fucking second-rate films. It sounds like a fucking Netflix 1-star. So he figures out Punxsutawney Phil is Zombie Zero, and once he finally figures that out, then he can move on with the rest of his life, which is the end of the world. It doesn't save him from the zombie outbreak. It just saves him from the Groundhog Day
Yeah.
fucking shit.
Is that it?
That's it, man.
All right. Rick, what do you got?
Back to Bill and Ted in the future.
All right, go ahead.
Bill and Ted have already made it as the super band that's going to bring peace around the world.
The Wild Stallions.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And there is one concert where everything depends on their performance and shit. And Marty McFly, who is already in the future with Doc Brown, before they can go back, shit starts going awry. And Marty McFly, being a kid who knows how to play guitar, has to fill in for one of them. And he does so. Before he disappears from existence. I don't know.
All right.
All right.
And he does so.
It's not that great.
What can we add to this?
It's just seeing Marty McFly and those two on screen together. That's probably what would.
Why does he have to fill in?
One of them's.
One of them gets taken out by Biff.
Yeah, Biff is the mastermind in this one.
There's some good scenes with George Carlin and Christopher Lloyd
Yeah.
hanging out.
Yes.
Christopher Lloyd's like, oh, this is fascinating, and looking at the fucking phone booth and shit. George Carlin's like, what the hell's a flux capacitor?
He's like, how do you make this work? And George Carlin's like, chewing gum.
Oh, yeah. All right. Oh, and then the phone booth breaks down, and Doc Brown fixes it by installing a flux capacitor.
All right. Mine is Honey, I Shrunk Freddy versus Jason.
Oh, all right.
So we open with Freddy versus Jason. Jason is like chasing a group of kids, terrorizing them, but also some of them go to sleep and get haunted by Freddy.
Uh-huh.
So they're like, how do we solve this? We make them fight, right? So they're like, we got to break into this laboratory. All the while, we're cutting between like Rick Moranis in the same laboratory, working on his own shit, which is like a sweet shrinking ray.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So they break into the laboratory because they're like, we need this like serum to put Jason asleep so he can be haunted by Freddy.
Uh-huh.
And so they do that, and they're all like in the lab, and fucking the teenagers are messing around with shit, and just as fucking Jason brings Freddy into the real world, one of them turns the ray on, and everyone gets shrunk.
Everybody?
Everybody.
All right.
Then there's like a desk fan somewhere, and they all get blown out the window into the front lawn. Okay, so they're all like in the dirt with Freddy and Jason. All right, but their signature weapons, for some reason that we can explain later, did not shrink. So they gotta like find weapons. All right. So Jason is like looking around.
Freddy's like, welcome to the front lawn, bitch.
Before they got blown out, Freddy like found someone's fucking collection of fingernail clippings.
Oh, Jesus.
and fucking like used twine and put them on his fingers, right? So he's got fingernails attached to his fingers. Out in the front lawn, they get blown out. Out in the front lawn, Jason finds like what does he find? He pulls a big pincher off of an ant, and he's got a big pincher.
Yeah.
And he's chasing the kids
Or
around.
his machete.
Yeah. And then it's like Rick Moranis is like fucking. He wakes up. He was sleeping on the couch back in the office, and he couldn't hear anything. And he's like, "What?" The kids are like, "We gotta signal him." And they're running from Freddy and Jason. All the while, they got time because Freddy and Jason are fighting each other. Then fucking Rick Moranis is like, "Oh, holy shit!" And they get his attention somehow, and he's like, "All right," and he turns on the thing ray, and the fucking kids are like, he misses the kids, but he's only using the ray to shrink stuff. He's never used it to make stuff to normal size. So the ray only hits Freddy versus Jason, and it makes them gigantic fucking huge, right? So then it becomes like King Kong versus Godzilla, and they're like crashing down buildings, and it's like the monsters fighting each other,
Right.
And that's as far as I got.
All right, then.
Honey, I Shrunk Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah, I like it. Good job, man. Good job, both
right.
you guys. Well, all right, guys. There you go. Mix and pitch. If you you guys have any better ideas, sound off in an email or a tweet.
Yeah.
All right, and let us know what you think.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening.
All right, love you.
Bye.